Coach. What are they doing here this morning?
Yeah, so in 2 minutes we're going to start like a driving routine. We do a little bit of mobility, a little bit of CNS wake up, and then we pretty much go straight into the water. Activation there as well, loosen, and then we go straight into main sets and practice. It's pretty easy to do. So we got 4 main groups today. We got our distance group. They're doing a little bit of a flash swim after our meet. We had like a prelim and finals meet this past weekend, so now they're going through a little bit of recovery and just kind of setting up the stroke, going into our final phase of preparation before the invite. Our mid-distance group, they do a little bit more aerobic, but focusing on details and really working on the waters, really working on the stroke and breath control. And then our sprint group, it's divided between backstrokers, and they're gonna be on those 2 power towers, working mainly on the waters, and really, again, easier swim, but already introducing resistance at the beginning of the week. And then they have, for example, 4 100s when they focus on a perfect stroke count, a kick count to 15 of each wall, okay? And then the second group on the buckets and the diving well, that's our pure speed group, and they're gonna just do a little bit of a technique with resistance and then just working on the good connection between upper body and lower body in the diving well. It's a 15 meters, so they do pretty much 30-meter efforts, Yep.
What's your favorite thing about Coach Wiktor?
Hey, I'll leave that.
He's very consistent.
He's very consistent?
Yes.
What does that even mean?
I'm bullying.
If we're not doing what is right, he'll get on us about it. So.
And that's good?
Yeah, that's very good.
So, we raced this past weekend. It was a 2-day meet. The second day was prelim and finals. It went great. You can tell that their body's a little bit tired from the intensity and volume we did this past 2 weeks. That was our hardest period, and pretty much the 2 weeks of the toughest preparation leading towards the Warrior invite. Now, as we go down, sprinters, they still gonna have a higher intensity. The volume will go down a little bit, but intensity stays, Distance, a little bit opposite, volume stays higher, but the intensity drops down just a bit this week. And what we're gonna focus on pretty much moving forward is a new system. A system that we go Mondays, or pretty much all days, we go more of a recovery setup swims, and then Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, that's when we go. So the body always have around 24 hours to recover, get better, feel a little bit fresher, and then we can hit it again. That makes sense? Also Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning we just lift, so it's not like they have this triple, for example, of swimming, lifting, and swimming again. No, they just lift, then they hit the water, and that's when we're gonna go fast, especially with the sprinters. We have one more dual meet left on this Saturday. That's the last kind of like a checkpoint before we head into our mid-season invite. We'll see how they feel. Their bodies should be a little bit better, but we're still gonna push this week. And then it's pretty much home stretch from there, and 3 more weeks, and some of them gonna taper longer than others. Some of those that most likely already have national qualifying times, or they are higher in the rankings. They're just gonna get a drop taper for invite, but quite a good chunk of the team still will taper for the invite. Yeah.
quick pause on the vlog just to thank SwimSmart for sponsoring this vlog. None of these vlogs would be possible without the help of these companies that have been supporting me and my social media work. So thank you, SwimSmart. I've been working with them for about 5 years now, and amazing products, not only equipment for the water, but also a lot of educational stuff for coaches. So if you're interested in knowing a little more, go to swimsmarttoday.com, and if you end up getting something, make sure you use code SwimCoachJoao, and I'm sure, I promise you guys, you're gonna love their stuff. It's my favorite book. They have a book called Biology of Swimming, and it's by far my favorite educational book for coaches, okay? It goes into super deep detail on anything biology related that we use here in the water as coaches. So shout out to SwimSmart for putting out great equipment, great resources for coaches, and thank you for sponsoring this video.
All right, Coach, what's the distance team doing here?
So we're doing 4 800s on the 1040. We're mixing up pulling and breast control and kind of some negative splitting. We had a swim meet over the weekend, and we're just flushing out what they swam, and yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. You swam here, now you coach here. How's that?
Yeah, so I was born in Egypt, and I lived in California for a little bit. My senior year of high school, I got recruited to come swim at Midland University, and then I swam here for all of my 4 years. I loved it. Then I decided to kind of give back to the program, and then I was able to land or have a conversation with the AD, and she gave me the opportunity to become the graduate assistant for the swim team. And then I decided to do my program in business, Master of Business Administration, or MBA, and it's been going phenomenal. I get to give back to the program that I've been a part of for the past 4 years, and yeah, it's going great.
Me and you, we know Ryan Bob. You know, he was the first head coach here, so I knew some details about Midland, and before I took this job, I spoke to athletic director Courtney Thompson here. She's been phenomenal. She gave me a lot of support. She really made me feel like, you know, taking this job, and since I took it, I know that I can count on athletic department. It's not like I'm by myself here trying to, you know, build something just alone. No, I have a lot of support. I have a good people, good staff with me. So pretty much the transition's been very smooth. I also met with this group of people. I met with those guys before I took the job, so I chatted with them. We built quite a good relationship even there, you know, and now it's been a smooth ride. You know, I've been of course changing a lot of stuff. You know, the program needed a little bit more structure, needed a little bit more tough love, if we want to put it that way. But I think it's working. I think they like it because it's, you know, they know what to expect. They know how the program works. They know that they can trust me, and they know that I'm gonna show up for them. So I think, you know, the relationship that I built with them is, they know that I'm in their corner. They know that I'm their biggest supporter, and whatever they're gonna need, I will help them achieve that, if that makes sense. You know, they of course know my goals for the program, my expectations, the guys and the girls that I'm bringing, and the culture that I want to build in the next pretty much cycle, so the next 4 years. But it seems like the group that you see here, they're buying in. You know, they are buying in, they love what we're doing, and we already see results of that. Yeah. I got Mohamed Saleh, he's my GA and pretty much my assistant coach. You know, he's been great, helps me a lot. He swam for Midland, so he knows a lot of in and outs of the program. I have 2 strength and conditioning coaches, you know, at the weight room. So we got Aaron and we got Bills, great guys. You know, I love that me and my strength and conditioning coaches, we have a great communication. It's not like they do their own stuff in a weight room and I do my own stuff at the pool. No, it's a one organism working together. You know, we adjust, like let's say right now, I tell Bills like, hey, listen, this is how the meet went. This is where we at in the season. I think it's time to switch to power and speed. What do you think? Where do you see the guys in the next 3 weeks, right? Pure communication. He sends me like, hey, Coach Wiktor, I think this and this and this would work well. This is why. It's not like just like, oh, we're gonna do this. No, everything is organized. We talk pretty much monthly. I mean, we talk daily about certain swimmers and certain stuff, but when it comes to program and sitting down and working together, we have phenomenal communication. You know, I also have Melanie, my team manager. She helps me with some videos and social media content, so it's phenomenal. So good staff, you know, great group of people. I mean, we got Joao now, you know, joining us, so it's great as well.
How's recruiting going?
Yeah, recruiting is going well. As of right now, we have around 4 commits and more guys that I'm still chatting with it, you know. Usually, majority of the commits happens in Christmas time, December, January, maybe February. I'm looking for a great group of guys and girls coming in next year. Definitely as of right now, I'm heavily trying to bring as many local guys and girls. I'm trying to build, the team here in Fremont that's gonna have a support of the local community, okay? And local, I don't mean just Nebraska, I mean Colorado, I mean Iowa, I mean Kansas. So I wanna bring back local kids. Of course, I have internationals coming in. Some of those recruits are internationals. We have like a German guy, Brazilian guy coming in, and that's wonderful. I love that. I'm international myself, but definitely having local talent also feels great. Those stands filling up with parents and families during the middays, it's something that is just energetic and phenomenal for the guys here and girls, yeah.
We're deciding what we want to do for the next round.
What's the next round?
It's just the 8:30s, 10 seconds rest. We were just deciding who wants to go first or not.
Oh,
Then we were talking about football.
just a little quick break.
Yeah, a little sidetrack.
It's been a lot of power.
Yeah, quite a lot.
Tell me a little bit about Midland.
Oh, Midland. I think it's the best school. I transferred in here last year from a different program. I like the facility. I love our new head coach. He's great. He knows his stuff. I'd love to stick around here if I could for another year, possibly getting my master's, and kind of just diving deep into what I want to do. I want to be a coach someday.
Cool.
So,
How are the swim meets going this season?
they're going well. We just got back from one. We didn't swim the best at it, but we've been training really hard.
And then fight is in what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks, so I think we're all looking kind of forward to that one. Kind of just a little drop paper for that, seeing kind of where we're at. And Coach might have some of us shave. Obviously, we'll be teched up.
Have fun with it.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
Wanted to remind you guys that vlogs like this are possible by Destro Machines, okay? Thank you so much, Destro, for the tremendous help that you guys have been giving me in the past few months to put out content just like this. Everywhere I've been in the country, they're using Destro towers for a reason, okay? Easy to store, it does the work, okay? Now, I think Wiktor has 2 groups using the Destro tower and doing completely different stuff. One of the groups is going 15 meters underwater. They're going technique work with low resistance. The other group is doing more mid-distance, kind of like aerobic work with some resistance on the tower. So they're extremely helpful. They're extremely useful. Make sure to go check out Destro Machines today. Don't forget to ask for the Swim Coach Joao discount, all right? But thank you, Destro, for making opportunities like this available for me.
So, yeah, you asked about our division, NAIA. We are also in a KCAC conference. We have quite a few good teams there. For example, Oliver Nazarene, I know you're familiar. That is definitely one of the best teams there. But yeah, our guys are definitely stronger. We got, I guess, more depth and more guys right now on our roster. On the women's side, I'm rebuilding the program. I'm starting something new, starting pretty much from the scratch. Definitely it's also exciting, the recruits that are coming in, they know that they're gonna be the ones that are gonna start this new female program, this new women's team, and that's gonna set the standard for the new for the upcoming years.
Stands on there.
Yeah, so there's not much difference when it comes to how we operate. I would say NAIA mainly focuses on the private colleges, and universities. NCAA works more with bigger institutions. There's some different rules when it comes to recruiting, and I guess more restrictions for the coaches. But when it comes to events, we follow the same lineup. When it comes to when we host nationals, it's about the same time. So the schedule and kind of the logistics of the divisions are very similar. We also offer athletic and academic scholarships. So I guess when you look at the paper, there is not that much difference between those 2 divisions. It's just different, I guess, different schools that are part of those divisions, if that makes sense. Yeah, so we're located in Fremont, Nebraska. It's around 20 minutes from Omaha. So quite a good location, honestly. We get the best from both worlds. So we got the college town, but at the same time, we have access to a bigger city. We got the airport there, so a lot of our international students, or even domestic, coming from California or other places, they have easy access to our university. I mean, look at the facility, right? One of the best facilities in our division. Not many people have access to the long course pool as well as short course yard pool. We got multiple lanes. Logistically, I mean, I'm in a paradise. I never have to worry about how many guys or girls are per lane. We also have a diving well. So I mean, just phenomenal destination if you're looking for a little bit more professional setting than swimming in a, I don't know, 6-lane, 20 yard, 25 meter pool, you know? I would say that if we have a lane with 3 people, we call it crowded lane, okay? That is a traffic jam for us. So definitely phenomenal setting. Again, like I mentioned previously, I have a phenomenal support from athletic department. So our program, the city here, we got a lot of support. So I know that in the next few seasons, this program is gonna just keep getting better and better. Yeah.